All right. We're back to the show. The show has begun. I've been wanting to get Michael on here, but
the show has not begun. The show starts in late October. That's when the show starts.
The true show hasn't started. These sound a little bit more tinty than normal, huh? They usually sound a little deeper. I think I changed the setting on it when we were camping.
That must be what it is.
I don't know.
It really is.
Maybe.
Usually it's deeper. It's more like radio-ish sounding. But anyways, guys, we got Michael Catano on the show. Michael is my brother-in-law, and we've been good friends way before that. But I've been wanting to have him on the show. He's not a duck hunter yet.
We're working on him.
We're working on him. And he's talking about getting his hunter safety since you can do it online this year because of COVID.
I'm definitely going to do it.
You going to do it?
Yeah. There's no reason not to.
There's not, dude. If it's the easiest time you can ever do it is now.
Yeah.
And you can do, I think, what does it say on there? Did you check it out yet?
No.
I think it says 8 hours. In fact, you guys listening, if you want to get your kids into it, really, it's going to be the easiest. They say they're not going to do it again. In California, and I bet you a lot of other states, you can go online and you can do it at home. Sit there with your kid and do the classes, go through all the safety. It's really a good time to do it, just to throw that out there if people don't know that. Maybe the only positive thing that's come out of COVID. You think of any other positives, Michael?
Yeah, working from home's definitely a positive.
Charles is working from home.
Home.
You both are.
My commute's about from here to the camera. So
yeah,
instead of driving an hour and 10, 15 minutes.
See, my commute's probably about 4 times that long. So
from here to the camera,
I got to go down the hall and
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still about a minute, maybe. So
by the time you stop and get coffee, restroom break, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Restroom break. Yeah. I'll go turn my computer on, go get some coffee, put the dog out. Make sure he stays out.
Michael and his dog have a great relationship. Yeah.
He's not
you don't come by me, I don't come by you.
Dog. He's more like the prey.
An eagle could come down.
A sparrow. A sparrow took him away.
It might not be that small, but so I'm kind of just curious. I've never actually asked you this, but like, what is your thoughts of duck hunting? Like, do you think anything about it, or are you just like, oh, it's hunting, that's it? Or do you actually think of? Do you ever watch any duck hunting videos or anything like that?
Yeah, I watch your videos. So I didn't grow up in like hunting, duck, whether it was duck hunting or any
big
kind
game
of big
or
game,
anything.
Nothing, no kind of hunting.
Right.
The only thing I grew up with was fishing, like just off the bank, with my dad, and my brother. So that's what we kind of grew up doing. Not even like out in the lake or anything like that. Just going out to a river and throwing your pole in and just kind of hanging out, just relaxing. And that's what I grew up doing. So, and I wish I had that. Because coming to church and being around all these other guys is, they all have these dads that hunted, and they all kind of grew up around it and have these awesome experiences they hear about. So it's not like I don't think negative about it at all. I actually think positive towards it. It just, I guess there's no I don't know what I'm missing out on.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know what it's like.
Yeah. Did you own a BB gun as a kid or anything like that?
Yeah, a BB gun.
Did you kill anything with it?
Probably some birds and stuff like
Neighbors'
that. With
cats?
maybe.
What?
Maybe I missed it. Probably. I don't know.
Shot a neighbor kid once.
You do that nowadays, you're going to jail, man.
No, I grew up on Foster Farms property in the chicken ranch, so there's always something out there that you could probably try to shoot. I probably shot at some chickens or something, maybe. I don't know.
Some lizards, some chickens. Probably killed a couple.
Whatever you could shoot at, I would shoot at it.
Yeah, I was. When I was really, this is a side note. When I was really young, hunting season only lasted so long, and I remember as a kid, I would actually hunt flies and wasps in my backyard, just something to shoot at with a BB gun. Yeah, yeah. If you look at a Daisy BB gun, you know how it curves. You shoot this gun so many times, you know how it curves perfectly. Yeah, basically goes around the corner.
My BB gun, I always had to aim low and to the right, and I knew. And it always,
and you could hit anything with it.
Oh yeah. I shot some things I definitely shouldn't have shot. They were little too, like little things. Like I was like, I'm never gonna hit that. Boom. Dad finds out and just beats me. But yeah, has there ever been any interest there? I guess I've really never asked. I think I might have mentioned a couple times, like, you should go like nonchalantly, but it's never been like, yeah.
It's like, come hold the camera.
Yeah.
Like, Michael, I know you're serious. I know you're serious.
Because Mike is a techie guy, you know what I'm saying? He can edit the videos, you know, he get all the shots.
I don't know if you've ever seen it, and if I have it here, we're going to so watch it tonight, but is a video we called X Games. Me and Michael have always actually been into video, and like we've enjoyed it, and Michael can edit, he's good at the computer and everything. And so we, as young guys, me, Richie, Michael, and Matt Yarbrough, which I want to get him on here too, because, you know, he's such a deep thinker. I have a good podcast. I just haven't thought of a topic, but we went out there on bikes, rollerblades, skateboards, stupid stuff.
With wheels on
anything with something wheels and can go off a cliff or a whatever. And we all videoed that and had our little names and stuff. It's funny to watch, but we were eating our lunch. I think I did the splits over the crossbars of my bike too, and all kinds of good stuff. Yeah,
never been the same since.
Yeah, talk a little higher. But so, I mean, he's good. I mean, you edit stuff for the church, and you're the tech guy. But
that's I think what's gonna get me out there initially. I probably won't hunt the first time I go out there with you guys, but I think I will go out there with you guys, and I'll probably be holding the camera.
Yeah.
So
Michael, just experience it. Yeah.
So and two, it's like some people just like kind of grab the camera, and you already know this because you know what you want to see and what you kind of have this viewpoint, like what I want shot and what angle and stuff I want to get. So
yeah, but you have the natural eye for it, though.
You kind of want to see what's going to come through the other side.
Yeah.
So people don't even think about that. Oh, I didn't have the camera crooked or whatever.
And it would be nice. I know Titus, that's one of his things that he's really passionate about. Talked about a lot how he'd like to get somebody else to video where he doesn't have to focus on that. So be careful,
no,
Mike.
I've heard him say that before.
Yeah,
I was thinking like,
be careful.
Do you really want me to come along?
Well, you don't have to hunt, Mike.
Well, in reality, I do like videoing. I like B-roll and stuff like that. I hate wearing a GoPro. In all reality, that's what I wear every hunt, and I get sick of it. It's pressure on my head. It gives me a headache.
Yeah.
And really, when you watch it, it's not that good. A GoPro can capture emotions, though, really good. Like if me and you were standing next to each other and we're hunting, it can capture our conversation really good, and that's the good part of it because you're not thinking about it anymore in your head, so it's all natural. When you have the camera out, unless you're used to it, it's not natural. But you're used to it. It don't bother you. It don't affect you that way because we've been messing with them since we were early teens.
Right.
Whereas it don't bother Travis and Thomas anymore, but originally it does when it's in your face. You're like, what do I say?
What?
But it doesn't affect you that way because you've just been around that kind of stuff. And Michael does a lot of stuff with the youth group and the young kids doing plays and skits and all that kind of stuff. So you're just used to constantly being kind of the funny guy and making people laugh and dressing up and stuff like that.
I think it's willing to be stupid.
It is.
And kind of
and
be
don't
funny
care.
in front of camera. It's not, and it's nothing like you're trying to do it. It's just, it doesn't bother you like looking a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If people laugh at you because you legitimately mess something up, you don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care
what
either.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, especially on YouTube, you are putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
And so you're going to get a lot of ridicule, people laugh. But if you're thick-skinned and you really don't care, it don't matter. It actually makes for better content.
Yeah. So what you're trying to do is get me out there with a camera and then give me one of Travis's old waders
with the holes in it.
We've been saving these for you.
Here you go, buddy.
Actually, you know what I did the other day? I was cleaning out my garage, which I need to do again after camping. But I literally threw away 4 pairs of waders that I don't know why I was holding on to them. They had holes all in them.
What in the world?
Yeah, I just chucked them in the trash can, man. I was like
were they adult waders?
No, yeah, I've tried to.
Are you sure they had leaks? Because I feel bad. People are like, man, I need waders.
No, they had leaks. I tried, Aquasil, hot glue gun. And you know what I'm saying? These things had been put through the ringer. They've had, I think I had my first pair I ever had. No, I'm kidding. But it's probably 15 years worth of waders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, why am I leaving them in this? They're just taking up room inside this bin in my garage. So I filled up my trash can and called it a day.
Well, you got a nice little piece of jewelry on your neck.
Well, I'm getting in the mood already for duck season. I know we're still 3-4 months away,
But no, dude, we're 2.5 months.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can just feel that.
Well, I'll tell you what. By the time this airs, we'll be at less than 2 months.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of at that point where, I've been looking at Roger Sporting Goods, and I had talked about, this is something we talked about, and hey, I got an idea for a lanyard, and I was like, we just need to find somebody to make it. And then I think
you called it out.
Yeah, I mean, I thought this concept in my head, and I never seen anything like it. I was like, oh, that'd be great. Because one thing I hate when I'm duck hunting is if I have my jacket on, the hoodie on, is pulling my
hair on your
lanyard over my coat because it gets hung up and I'm trying to jerk it off.
Yeah, true.
Whatever. And then most of the lanyards I've had have been all paracord around my neck, and you turn your head a certain way and it just grabs the hair on your side of your neck and rips it out, and I'm like, ah! And I'm like, I hate that. And so I was like, okay, I'm coming up with this design where,
you called it.
Yeah, you can add attachments on
or more.
But I said I wanted a quick release buckle and a neoprene thing around my neck, And so then you had told me about this one. I found it. I love it. Just pull this thing, snap it off, and just slide it off like that right there.
That's the Duck Commander brand, right?
Yeah,
it's got a
Duck Commander, whatever.
Yeah,
and it comes with an extra little thing.
So it's got for you guys just listening, not watching on video. It's got the neoprene neck strap, and then it's got the quick release clips, two, one on each side. It's pretty slick. It's nice.
Yeah,
anybody can make that. Like easily.
I figure you could probably take that off and wash this, right? Dude. Hand wash it and dry it or whatever. If it gets sweaty or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was cool, so I bought it.
Yeah. Now you have a shotgun, right, Michael?
I don't have one.
I thought you bought one.
I never did.
You didn't. Why?
That's what I need to get. Maybe if I do need to get one, and I'm planning on getting one here pretty quick.
Titus got a brand new that he doesn't use every time.
I've shot yours before. One of yours, it's been years.
Probably like at Skeet or something. Yeah. Actually, I probably don't even have that shotgun. Was it a black one?
I don't think so.
I got that stolen out of my house.
That was like a camo one.
Oh really? Oh, you know what? You shot the over and under. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have shot that. You might have shot the Browning. I don't know. Maybe. When we went and shot Skeet, right?
Yeah.
You shot that one. You shot the Browning A5. Oh yeah. Yeah, you shot that one. They closed that place down, unfortunately, but that was a good place to practice. But at camping, we were throwing with the hand thrower, shooting me, Colton, and Johnny up there doing that. That's good practice too, though. But you shot pretty good doing that. I mean, it's a little different with the duck, but I mean, it's the same concept. You give it a lead, because I think we were shooting. It was skeet, not trap. So trap's going straight away from you. Skeet is crossing. You got high house, low house.
We did shoot trap, and then we shot skeet.
We did both. I think we did the 5-stand.
Also, yeah.
Yeah, you shot decent. Like, you'd be fine out there.
Yeah, that was my first time. So I think with practice and getting used to shooting a shotgun.
Did you enjoy shooting?
I did enjoy shooting. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I may enjoy it a lot.
You would.
It's the one. I think one thing that initially I kind of think and assume, not knowing like what time you guys go, thinking like, because I hear the stories like we were sleeping in the bed of the truck or the car the night before and waking up 2 o'clock in the morning.
Did that frighten you away?
Like
what?
Fun at all? That
part of it.
That was my perception of what.
I was curious, like just your perception.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing too. It's like you were saying, like when we get together, what do we always talk about? We talk about duck hunting, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, not having experience, so you're like, okay, what do I say in this conversation? You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of annoying.
And I don't want to feel like people are excluded because I talk about duck hunting all the time. Sometimes I try to avoid like, hey, I don't even say anything about duck hunting, but because somehow it just comes up. I don't know,
dude, because there's so many more people doing it.
Maybe so. I don't know, but
it didn't used to be. We never talked to like duck hunting like we did now.
No.
There's too many people involved.
Yeah. But it's a great sport. You know what I'm saying? It's something to do. I think, and like we talked about, the season's longer. It's something to do because most people want to do stuff in the summertime. I hate the summer, and a lot of times in the winter it's short days, so there's not a lot to do. But it's something to do, during that time, and it's fun to be outdoors. Love it, and not everybody's an outdoor person, And like you said, not growing up and doing this all the time, it's something totally new. But it's like if people knew what I knew, it seemed like everybody would do it. You know what I'm saying? But
because of how you feel about it.
Yeah, but everybody's different. Everybody has different things that they like. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that you come out there and just video and you can experience it. do something that you like to do, which is video.
I have. Now that I think about it, I did mention that to you a couple times.
You know what I'm saying? It's something like, you could see then, and then too.
But like you said, you already said it. If you came out there and you were getting it from that perspective, you're like, hand me the gun for a minute. You would not want to go out there without a license because you would want to pick the gun. If it was good, if it was that good, I would want you to shoot. Because I get, honest to God, I get as much enjoyment of watching someone people are like, you take young kids. I'm like, dude, they're the funnest to go with because they show the most emotion a lot of times.
A lot of times they're shooting something they never shot before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is my first one. And it's like, okay, it takes me back. I remember, hey, that was my first one I shot of that too. I remember that, and it's just a cool memory. And
like Jake, dude, he was last year's first year or the year before. He gets jacked, like super jacked, but it's really new for him. And it's cool because he's an older guy. He's 36, 37 years old. And he's just getting into it because Nathaniel and his boys. And it's awesome.
Yeah.
Because after so long, I don't know. I don't lose my
passion.
I don't lose my excitement for it. I know some guys think that's dramatic. And
sometimes you may lose the appreciation for certain things.
Yeah.
And it makes you realize, okay, hey, I need to appreciate that more, I think, I don't know.
Do you think we're over the top, like just from the outside, like, okay, dude, was that really that cool?
No, because, I mean, I still, like I said, I grew up fishing, and I did a lot of fishing, and deep sea fishing. I've landed some monster fish, right?
The excitement.
Now, I know that, like, for me, when I land a big fish, I don't respond probably how some people will just, like, they'll go nuts over it. I kind of internalize it. I'll get excited, like, yeah, that's a nice fish, But, and then some people, I remember, like, when I was younger, I landed this monster fish. It was deep sea fishing. And I was with my friend, and he looked at me as like, he's like not doing anything. He's not excited or anything. But I was just like yeah, I did. I was inside, I was like, yeah, I did this.
That sense of accomplishment.
So, maybe not, I'm like, not like external about it. Maybe I will be. I don't know. I mean, I'm probably a little bit different than
I mean, I've seen you get super excited about certain things.
Yeah.
Like not every single time, but like
I guess it depends on like the environment. I could see it being like fishing. Like if you land a monster one, everybody's just like cheering you on, all kind of behind you and stuff. So I could see it being like just exciting and probably getting hooked on it.
Yeah. I don't know. And I wonder how much, okay, so this is another way we could go with this. Me and Nathaniel, and I picked up Nathaniel and Morgan to go golfing. Yes, this was yesterday. I went up there too. But I picked them up because Jake was already up there. On the way up there, we were talking about, now where was I going with this? I forgot where I was going with this. How excited they get about it. No, I can't even remember where I was going with that. I had something specific I wanted to ask you about. Oh, my goodness.
It happens, man.
I can edit this out.
It's a senior moment.
I'm getting old.
It's a senior moment.
Are you 50 now? Or like 46?
49,
now, right?
man. 49 and a half. I cannot remember. I was actually really wanting to ask you something. I had been thinking about it. Well, anyways.
Yeah. But I think it's cool, though. It's like, like with Jake and Nathaniel and them, you take them out there and sometimes at first everything's a mallard. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, I seen a mallard. I seen a mallard.
Like, there wasn't that many mallards.
Like, no, that's not a mallard.
It'll be, though. That's how it'll be.
But it's cool, though. And then over time, I'm saying you can see that progression where like they learn different things about waterfowling and about these different things, and you can see their progression. It's cool to see them learn that and see them grow. Not that I mean, I'm still learning every year something different, or trying to learn something different. But when you get somebody that's fresh out there and never seen before, that's what I think. Like you said, you enjoy taking kids out, people for the first time. That's what the rewarding part.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say I don't like to shoot the birds to my limit too.
Yeah.
But when it's those really good days, it's like this is the perfect opportunity for a new guy or girl
to experience it,
to shoot something. Like there's so many birds, they're coming around. This is it.
Yeah.
Like
this is what duck hunting's
like
about.
That day, Shane was out there with Thomas. You weren't hunting that day. It was me and Jake across the pond, and Shane and Thomas were on the other side. I've never heard Shane get like that because he was hooping and hollering, dude. Because there were so many birds, and it was not even the end of the season.
Yeah.
So like, it'd be awesome. Like when it's that good, this is the time. It's hard. Oh, I know what I was gonna ask you. Here it is.
It came back. It's all coming.
Okay, so like Paul David hunts. Like last year was his really first initial where he went. I don't know how many times he went, 4, 5, 6. I honestly don't know. Me and Nathaniel were talking. I go, do you think he's gonna go? I don't know if he even listens to this, but he was like, do you think he's gonna go? Like do you think he's ever going to get to the point where he's going 15, 20 times? And Nathaniel's like, no. That's just, I don't see that. And I was like, I don't either. Because, he's got stuff going on at home and this and that. And we all do. We all have families. But I don't know. Do you see him ever getting to that point where he's just like super addicted? I don't. So I was wanting to ask you, do you see yourself, and there's nothing wrong with this, like going 5-6 times a year, or do you see yourself getting like really into it? And it's kind of hard to say until you experience it, but
it depends how it is,
because it's people's personality that makes them do what they do. So
right.
I'm an addictive personality, and like once I get in some thing is I'll swap around like from golf to fishing to this and that. Those all move around.
Yeah,
I like them all, but duck hunting never changes though. Like I'm going. That's
the most consistent. I think you've kind of been into something, because you have been in and out of golf and stuff. You kind of got back into it again, but this is the most I've seen you.
Yeah,
just solid with it. Yeah.
Like that, it's duck hunting. When it's duck season time, that's all. That's what I do.
Yeah,
it's hard to work out. Like I miss workouts because I'm editing or going hunting, and I'm fine with it. I'm like, I don't care. I'm going duck hunting.
It depends, because like for me, working out is the thing. Like that's what I love to do.
That's what you're into right now.
Yeah. And it's been that way for the last 3 years. Mm-hmm. So I think depends on how it is. It could be something that I want to do a lot, especially if when my girls get older. I know you want them to be the same way as you want to take them out, and then it just like it's a whole nother level.
Exactly.
So especially, and my girls are already asking because they hear from these younger boys and stuff like that, like John Tini, and Adam,
Jack.
Yeah, they're like they want to go hunting, they want to go shoot some birds.
They don't really know about it.
They have no idea what it takes or anything. They don't care. But they just want to know about it because they're hearing from these younger kids that are doing
excited about it. They hear the excitement in their voices.
Yeah. Now whether or not that stays consistent when they get older, I don't know.
Who knows? Whatever.
Yeah.
But
fortunately,
that would kind of really push me to where it would be something that would be extreme.
And speaking from experience with Taylin, she doesn't always want to go. Some days she's like, oh, I don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But when she goes out there, I think she enjoys it and has a good time and
always
and likes it. And it's awesome for me because she's a total lady, a girl, but she can go out there and still enjoy the outdoors and experience that, you know what I'm saying, and have that appreciation for nature, and still, she's not a sissy girl,
right?
You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh no, yeah, she's not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's not afraid to grab a duck. And,
you've been putting that stuff in her hands and skinning out birds and getting birds since she was born.
Yeah. So
same way with my girls,
I like that. You know what I'm saying? She's a lady, but she can still be. Yeah. She can take care of herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, dude. You can't buy that kind of exposure, too. It's just good for them. Whether, like you said, if Vivian never hunts, which she wants to, but if she never hunted again, but just that exposure, it's just good for him.
Yeah.
Like, okay. A chicken doesn't appear in the grocery store. They are a nice white little pretty bird that dies and gets her head chopped off and the feathers plucked out. That's how your chicken gets there, people. Yeah. I'll start turning it into Alex Jones. Dude. Start your shirt off. I watched him the other day. I was like, I forgot how he was. Dude. He's just like, but it's more fun to listen to when you get into it.
Yeah.
But it's like, this is real life, people. These cows are massacred in probably ways even I might turn into PETA myself.
I always tell people, you're ripping those poor little vegetables out of their Mother Earth. They're screaming silently. You just can't hear them.
You just can't hear them. Well, there's tweakers out there like that saying those exact words.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, how do you guys go out there? Those poor birds have such a disadvantage. You have shotguns. It's like, are you kidding me? It's hard work to get one of those birds, and we eat what we shoot, instead of just going to the store and buying chicken off the shelf, which we do that as well.
Yeah.
But we go out there and we eat it and we harvest it, and it's like, it's annoying hearing people how they are about that when they go in there and buy the stinking to the supermarket and buy the meat off the shelf.
Yeah.
It's like, give me a break.
Hey, this is
if it's not your thing to go shoot it, I get that, but don't be degrading the hunters.
And it's organic.
Exactly.
Free range.
All the way around, dude.
They got more of a chance than the chicken on the ranch does. Getting their feet strapped to the line and the thing cutting their head off.
Yeah, and they're just going down a hill. It's like, oh, man,
they have
poor
no
guy.
chance. They're all fat. They can't even walk.
What was the movie Chicken Run?
And they just inject them full of water so they look thicker and plumper.
Yeah, I think about this, too. You know, what's the average chicken? 2 weeks old when they kill it? You know,
it's like, isn't it 6 weeks or 4 weeks?
Very long.
I can ask my dad because he knows.
Yeah,
he
knows exactly.
Yeah.
But well, when do you think you're gonna jump on that? And as far as getting your license,
Travis is getting me lined out this season. He's just gonna give me a pair of waders. I think he's like he has it set on his heart. He's already stated that.
Yeah,
like I'm ready for this season. So
yeah,
I think he really wants me to go this season. I don't know.
No, that's cool.
Go ask mom. That's the key word you always say when a kid asks something. Go ask mom. What are you willing to spend, Michael, on a shotgun? Like, kind of what range are you looking at?
I don't want to get something cheap, and I mean, obviously not the most expensive gun out there, but I don't want a piece of junk.
Yeah,
and I would want something. Basically, I mean, a shotgun. Any shotgun's gonna be good for home defense.
Yeah.
So that was kind of mainly the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if I get something that's gonna be good to go hunting or just shooting clays, then that's what I want to get.
Yeah.
It's like I want to
What do you think would be a good gun? I mean, I know you can get anything.
Yeah, I mean, when
you're looking at expensive,
you know what, a Frankie.
I think the Frankie is a great gun for the money.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be hard to beat that gun for the money.
Not the Elite, just a black Frankie. They're like $700, 12 gauge.
Yeah.
20-inch barrel.
What are some of the price differences you're looking at when you're looking at buying a shotgun?
Well, you can start out with like the best all around gun that was ever made is the Remington 870. Everybody, it's indestructible. It's a pump. And there's nothing wrong with the pump. It's heavier, but you know what I'm saying? It takes a licking and keeps ticking. Most people, are into the semi-autos. And so I think the Frankie's a great entry level. A
lot of people say there's a Stoker a lot of people like too.
Really?
They always bring the
Yeah, I don't know. I like the feel of the Frankie because it's slender, shoulders easily. I like Talen's gun, that Weatherby.
Oh yeah, that's a good gun.
Element.
Yeah, that's a good gun.
I like that gun. A little bit cheaper than the Frankie.
How much does that run? $500?
It was like $6 something. That's only like $100 difference.
To me, that's fairly cheap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, as far as I don't know what the price go down to. $200.
Well, okay, so like the Frankie of.
So I mean, you can go all the way up to the Browning A5 or Super Black Eagle. You're looking about $1,800. It just depends on what you want to spend. You can get a Browning
A5 for $1,400-1,500 at the right place.
Yeah,
that's what I got mine. Mine was $1,500.
So there's a whole range of it. You know what I'm saying? And you really can't go wrong whether you spend $1,400 or you spend the $800. I think either one you're gonna be happy with and really like it. And the thing is,
jumping in here, Tom. No.
The other thing is too is we all have guns. There could be a time if we could just go out and everybody bring their guns and shoot clays and say get experience filling different guns. Like, hey, I like this one. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just pick up a gun. And you're like, hey, this one fits me. I like how it feels. And somebody else may pick up that gun and it's like, I don't like this about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I mean, go to a gun store. That they have a wide variety of guns and just pick them up and shoulder them. You know what I'm saying?
That's the best thing you can do.
And get that one that feels good to you, because if it feels good, it's like a baseball bat. You've played some baseball.
Yeah.
You pick up a certain bat, like, oh, too heavy. This one's top heavy, or the grip's too thick. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, you get that one bat, and you're like, hey, I like how this feels.
Yeah.
And so I think it's kind of like that with the shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
I like shooting yours. That one, I don't know which one it was.
Yeah.
And then
A5.
And then I shot Thomas's. Thomas's seemed more. I think it was a semi-auto.
Mm-hmm. Both ours are.
They are.
Were. He at the time, well, he still has it, but he has the A300. He had the A300 when you shot it.
Was it the Outlander or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He still has it. I mean, he's using it. People be like, "Hey, if Thomas don't want it, I'll buy that." He's like, "I'm not getting rid of it." But he bought the Browning A5 Wicked Wings. Well, I mean, what price range would you want to spend? Like $700 to $1,000 or something or more?
Yeah, I was kind of expecting around $1,000.
Okay, yeah.
So whether it's give or take.
Well, you could get that gun. So if you wanted the Frankie, and I'm not trying to talk you into that because you might not like the feel of it, but you could get that gun and even get it in camo if you wanted, and for $1,000, somewhere in there, maybe 11. But if you got it in black, it saves a ton of money. Always, that's like that with any shotgun.
Yeah.
Now is getting in camo, I know it's like kind of more camouflage when you're kind of hiding out, right? Is that really the purpose of it?
I don't know. I mean,
how much?
Dude, I used
camo over black.
I used the black one for a long time before I ever got a camo.
I shot a Remington 1100 for years. I shot, and then you got brown, of course, right? An 870. So I don't think that makes a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
It's for looks.
Not. It's just looks. You know what I'm saying? It's like okay, yeah, you know, whether you want to wear if you want to match the
if you really think about it,
you want to match your purse, glasses,
you know what I'm saying?
Shoes.
It's all about looks, dude. It for sure is. I will admit that. I don't care. It's 100% for looks, and you're gonna spend more.
Yeah,
you're gonna spend a lot more, $200 or $300 more.
I'll take you with me whenever, or I guess wherever you think I should go. If state stop here in town or something,
or Sportsman's,
wherever you think would be a good place.
I'll tell you the reason I do like Sportsman's. I like supporting local guys first. So I'm not gonna say something else, but Sportsman has walls of guns. You can hold almost every brand, and pick.
Really?
Whereas local guys have a really lot smaller variety.
Yeah.
They can order other guns. I'm not saying they can't. Yeah. Problem is you're not going to be able to put your hands on them.
Yep.
If they're ordering it, you're buying it.
Okay.
Whereas up there, you can hold 15 different guns, and then you can say, okay, now maybe I want to go back to my local guy. He's going to save me $100 and buy it from them. That way, when you do you wait your 10 days, you don't have to drive all the way back to Fresno again.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's gonna be you basically as a new hunter. That's your biggest investment right there is your shotgun.
Oh yeah, dude.
And it's something you're gonna use every time you go. It's like your most important piece of equipment. I think is your shotgun. Yep. And then after that, like we talked about, is waders.
And but so obviously if you buy I have the Sitka, but it's lifetime. It's a huge price, but you do not do that your first year. Especially if you don't know if you're going to really like it.
Exactly.
And in fact, you probably should just borrow. Yeah. If you can, if anybody has
Make sure they don't have holes in
Just don't borrow from Travis.
Just don't borrow from Travis. Do not borrow. Talon's laughing in the background. He knows. Jump in, dude. There's a mic and a headset. Jump in.
Yeah, so you don't want to step out into a pond and just feel something like kind of cold.
Yeah, and you don't go out in your regular tennis shoes.
No, yeah.
I already know. I already knew about that.
Yeah, I would say don't borrow stocking foot waders because that could ruin you. If your shoes get sucked off by the mud and you're trying to find your shoe in the mud, that's not fun. So get something with the boot already stuck on there. You know, I started out with the stocking foot.
I did too.
Yeah, I lost a lot of shoes.
And the thing is they just clump up and you put them in a shoe and it's just terrible.
Well, here's the thing: you tighten your shoestrings as tight as you can get them. Right when you get in the water, what happens? Expansion, right? And then they get loose and you lose them. So
they're just not comfortable.
No, but yeah, I think it'd be cool to get you out there and let you experience it and
video and stuff.
So gun, waders,
and
that's all you need.
No, you need a seat too.
You didn't hear me when I was on video.
I'm already assuming that. So.
No, I honestly wouldn't care either way. No. Honestly, I wouldn't. I'd rather you actually enjoy hunting. I mean, like I said, if it's a slow day, it's like Talon's done a lot of videoing for me and helped me out a lot. Is it annoying to you?
To video?
Yeah.
No, I actually enjoy videoing.
You do?
I do enjoy videoing.
You do a good job. You know what to look for too, because you watch enough videos. I think when you watch more YouTube and you watch really good channels that know how to video and angles, and you've done that. So
you get an idea of what to film.
Yeah, like okay, I need to be real close right here because like a lot of times we video real close because I got the wide lens. It looks funny if people have seen how close we were to that person when they're talking. Literally, it's probably this close. But in the video, you look like you're way back here.
Yeah,
and sometimes you like that look. Yeah. You like to be right in there.
And you can see that in the video when you're watching it too, because like you'll have the camera and you keep getting closer, and it's like they're still further away. But like
it's just
like when you're videoing, it looks like your camera's right here.
Yeah, and you're like thrown off.
You're not.
That really freaks people out.
It does. It freaks people
right in their face.
Yeah, literally. But you like doing the B-roll and stuff, like that's the coolest part. I like editing that. I've always liked that, and I know what I like.
What do you like to see?
What I like to see, for me to edit it, I need to be the one videoing it. I feel like, but I feel like you have the eye for that too, and know how to zoom, like focus, like manual focus and all that stuff. So
we got a lot of homework for Michael. You know what I'm saying? We got what?
I know. I need to start writing a book for you, and you can study.
What we need to do is we'll make a list of videos that we need him to watch.
It's like, hey, I like
this aspect of it. This way, yeah. You know, you got to do your studying. So when you get out there, you're like, okay, prepared. Okay.
I'll just go just binge watch Medallion Mercenaries from the very beginning. Watch the like rolls.
Hit the thumbs up, Michael, every time. No, it'll be fun. Hopefully you do get out there, and obviously not the video, but I think you're gonna really. I think you'll like it.
Yeah. I think you'll enjoy
I would want to wait though to get him on a hunt where I have a good confidence
that you're gonna be successful.
We're gonna have something flying. I'd hate to take him out in the middle of the hot day with mosquitoes, dude. That's just jacked.
Early November, he'd hate it. He'd be like, why does anybody do this?
Mosquitoes,
I wouldn't do that to somebody unless I didn't like him.
It's really not that cold, right? It's not that cold out there because really not cold.
It's hot and there's mosquitoes everywhere. Mosquitoes everywhere.
Really?
Oh, dude, it's torture.
Yeah.
Like straight up. Ain't nothing fun.
I'm just thinking about the podcast with Josh talking about Brother Teddy going out there and just blowing
black just on his face, just rolling off.
There's times you feel like a blood donor out there. You can't beat
in my face, like up camping, like they were just biting on my face. So I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Hundreds, dude. You have to keep your mouth closed. I'm literally not lying when I say you have to and then you're sucking them up your nose, dude. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. And if there's no birds flying, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think with us, we're hardcore. Sometimes you go out there and if you kill one bird, you know what I'm saying? If it's a good bird, you're like, okay,
but someone new, though.
But yeah, because I've literally sat out there for 2 and 3 hours and not seeing a bird in the sky. You know what I'm saying?
Sat there longer than that.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
All day.
And you're just waiting for that moment when, okay, they're going to start flying.
Yeah.
They're going to start flying any minute. You know what I'm saying? You're just living for that moment.
Wish upon a star.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I might get struck by lightning too, you know? But, so, yeah, you want to go when it's good. You know what I'm saying? They can experience it.
Perfect December morning. Sun comes up and birds are locked up coming in. I think Brother Michael would be hooked. So
it'd be in there.
It'd be in there.
I'm more like a late afternoon, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know.
Oh, yeah, that too.
The wind starts blowing. It's
nice and sunny. When is the
Can you imagine if he was out there with you
the day
that
I was
morning?
out there?
You were out there by yourself. Can you imagine?
He would
there would be something there.
Yeah, for sure.
Although sometimes it's not good to get someone new on their first hunt, something that good, because then that's what you expect.
Unrealistic expectations.
Tom's didn't have a good hunt till like his 4th hunt. I won't want to, I don't know. It'd be fun either way.
So you were asking morning or afternoon?
Yeah, what's like an optimal time? Is it morning, afternoon, or just varies?
They both can be good. I think there's more. Typically, I think there's more birds in the morning. There can be more birds in the morning, but
it's a different type of.
Yeah, it's just different, you know. And sometimes if you hunt mornings, by the time afternoon gets there, you're wasted if you didn't get enough sleep the night before you went out there. And I guess I'm getting older, wiser. You know, I like.
Lazier.
Leaving about 10 o'clock in the afternoon, driving out there, you know, taking my time, stop, get something to eat.
When's the last time you've hunted a morning besides junior hunt?
When we had a good reservation.
Which has been a long time.
That's the only time he went.
That's the last time.
Good reservation, yeah.
Hunting blinds, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you haven't hunted morning free roam in a long time.
I don't think I went out there and, I did, you know what, actually, the year before I didn't do it that much, and this year I did like 2 or 3 times I went out there and hunted a morning.
But compared to every morning, you ain't doing it.
Not like I was when I was your age. Yeah, I lived and breathed it, and I was out there every morning that I could be. And as I've gotten older, I'm just thinking I'm wiser. You know what I'm saying? I go out there, like I said, leave later, go out there. Everybody's leaving the parking lot, right? They're getting done hunting. I'm just going out there. I walk out there, and it's hotter that time of day. That's true. You know, I'll sit there, and I'm just waiting for the evening flight and kind of just chill and kick back and wait for them.
My 2 opinions of the difference between
They're both good. I love them both.
They can do both. They can do good both ways. Sometimes I've seen it dead in the morning and awesome in the afternoon. I've seen it awesome in the morning and dead in the afternoon. I've seen it good in the morning and afternoon. There's the 2 things I always look at it when I'm looking at morning or evening is morning. Yes, you're getting up early, but you can get home. If you have your family, by the time they've only been up an hour or 2, you're home back from hunting. So you can spend the rest of the day with your family. Whereas if you go in the afternoon, technically you're gone longer. You almost absorb the whole day because if you leave at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, you don't get back till 7 at night. So technically you're really gone the whole time, even though you got to sleep in more.
Yeah.
That would be what I would say.
Yeah. You eat breakfast in the morning, say hi, and then leave out in the afternoons. But
you're not back till.
Well, if you can convince your family to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning when you get up.
Can you lock that? Or hit there's a little button underneath it so the kids don't make you work too hard there, Travis.
Well, I got this.
There's a little button.
It's later in the day, so he's fine.
I got this headphone on. I got this thing. And
I'm just messing with you. Well, let's see. So,
now when you're saying morning, what are you saying? Like,
well,
4
locally,
o'clock in the morning, or?
yeah, locally. I don't know what time do we usually leave locally, like 4:30 or something.
Well, it depends on if you have a reservation or not as well.
Yeah, well, let's just say if you had a reservation.
If you have a reservation, 3:30.
3:30.
Probably.
Oh yeah, because 2 hours for. Yeah,
3:30.
No, 4:30, dude.
You think so?
Yeah, because let's just say shoot time was at 7. Yeah, you're right. You're probably right. 4:30. Yeah.
Depends too.
Depends on the sunset and sunrise when the time changes.
It depends on your personal habits, right? I get up. I want to take a shower.
Oh yeah.
To wake up.
You need an hour, dude.
Some people jump out of bed and like just throw their clothes on, don't brush their teeth.
You're like 10 minutes.
And run out the door. You know what I'm saying? I like to take a shower, and lighten the load.
He does. He irons his jeans.
Lighten the load, that sort of thing.
They gotta stand up like a flag.
Putting his hunter's makeup on, all that.
Yeah, get prepped. I don't know. It takes
do that in the car, man.
You're a killer. Looking in the mirror, you're a killer. You are the best killer. You're the best caller.
Give yourself a pep.
Give yourself a little pep talk, slap the face a couple times. Yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna beat everyone out there. Everyone.
Slap me in the face.
Do it.
Get in the car, turn on TFK. Throw up your rock fist, Get the mode.
Let's get this pie stopped. Yeah. Well, but when you see the videos we do where we're doing like 1 o'clock, leaving at 1 in the morning, that's because we're driving 2 hours, 3 hours somewhere else.
Okay.
That's why you'll see stupid middle of the night stuff.
Yeah.
So it's worth it though, because usually when we make that trip, we always have a good time. So
yeah, I don't see too many people doing what I did when I first started, and maybe I was
stay the night out the night before.
Yeah, I'd go out there leave at.
We
6
did that all the time.
6 o'clock in the afternoon, right? I'd get off work at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm driving out to the refuge, getting on the lottery, and I literally sleep in my car all night long.
He was a different animal then.
Why did we do that?
You remember that? You remember that?
I did it a few times.
Know. That was just the way I rolled.
But you know what, dude? That was fun, though. It is fun still, except when it's summer. It's still
when
hot.
It's you now.
Well, no, when it's still hot, though, and the mosquitoes are out, that's just miserable.
And it's more comfortable sleeping in my bed than sleeping in a car.
We did. We stayed out a lot. We slept in the car a lot.
We used to sleep in the back of the truck. I mean,
I've
thrown a cot on the ground and slept on the ground. Whatever. Not anymore. I still love it just as much.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to get you out there, Michael.
I think I'll have to go.
Yep. We'll figure the right time, get the right reservation, make it happen.
Yeah.
And then if you're lucky, I'll let you shoot.
I think we all got
hold the gun.
Donor. We have some donor stuff until you decide, hey, I want something nicer. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got jackets.
Do you actually have something that doesn't leak? He could use.
No, no.
Jackets. Jackets. We got jackets.
Yeah, jacket. You got jackets.
Yeah, we got
waiters. No
waiters. I threw them away. I threw all those away.
He threw them all away.
Sure.
I didn't tell you that. You weren't in here.
So mine are gone too.
Regardless,
I threw away.
Still,
you need a new pair of waiters. You have no waiters.
Yep, I do need a new pair of waiters.
Yeah, but he could have still used them if he had to.
Well, I don't think I threw away his. I threw away all my old ones.
Mine could be thrown away. They're gone. I'll get some new ones.
Well, get the hunter safety done.
Yeah.
And then get your shotgun. And then, I'll go with you down there. That'd be fun. I like doing that anyways.
You'll have to get you a seat. Get you a good seat.
Okay.
Marsh seat.
He could borrow mine. I have that extra one.
He's got that extra one.
He'd be good, dude. And then while you're down there, you can buy those $100 waiters. If you want, unless you just want to borrow some, you could do that too.
But you watch, you can get those, I think Sportsman's has some that are a decent pair.
Yeah, they're $100.
Reasonable price. Yeah,
they're $100 or $120.
Yeah,
they have the boots built into
they're good. Jake had them, used them for a couple years. I think he finally got a hole. I don't know if they actually got a hole or he actually might have an extra pair. They either got a hole or he just won the Rogers 2-in-1 or 3-in-1.
The breathables versus a neoprene.
Yeah. Because they are a little bit hotter. I don't know. You couldn't wear them.
I could probably get pretty sweaty in a pair of something that.
Neoprene.
Yeah.
Michael sweats.
Oh, he does.
He's a sweater.
So you,
like neoprene knee sleeves and stuff like that.
You were the most sweater until Matt came along. Matt trumps everybody.
You want breathables?
He'll soak a hat like that within 10 minutes. Will he not? You could wring it out.
Really? I can soak a hat, but it'll take a while.
You want breathe?
I'm not even exaggerating. It'll be pretty
hot. It'll be pretty hot. It has to be pretty hot.
Yeah. No, it would be cold. He'll be walking out to the blind, dude. Ice. And just yeah.
You just see steam coming off his head
as the sun rises.
Yeah, cool. Right on, man. Well, thanks. Glad you came on here. I've been wanting to get it on. I was like, man, what can we talk about? What we do? So
yeah,
because it's not. Well, let's talk about this real quick, and then we'll just shut up. So we, actually, I don't know if I told you this, but Josh Bryant's coming on the podcast. And we're going to talk about, because I was trying to think of something for him, because I don't want to do a whole episode on just working out, because most people probably don't care about that. But you do need to be in shape. There is a lot of fat hunters out there. Myself being overweight. Travis is raising his hand.
Starts tomorrow, boys.
Yeah.
Elliptical time.
I'm going to be in good shape.
Look at Talon shaking his head. It's like he's heard that before.
Talon doesn't believe it.
He doesn't believe it.
But he's going to come on and talk about the mind, the power of the mind, which I think would be good for everybody that listens to it. You guys got to watch out for that. It's going to be, this guy's got all kinds of degrees. He might even have a doctorate. I'm not sure. I know he has a couple bachelors and masters on top of that. But he's going to talk about the mind, like the power of the mind. Like, some people really have weak minds. Like sometimes, one step in front of the other. When you feel like you're climbing that mountain, doing a hunt, you've done some sheep hunts, right?
Yep.
And you feel like I'm nothing like. I don't know if do you feel that way though, as being a younger guy?
Yes,
though?
you still do.
You still do.
You still do.
And you're just thinking one step in front of the other one.
Yep.
And all that is a strong mind. Because did you see any guys quit?
I've seen.
I know Johnny and the Barney and them have.
We had 100 quit. He had a really bad knee problem, but you could see he was pushing himself. But when he reached that point, it was just no more. But before that, you could see the points of when he wanted to stop, but he kept pushing. So I take my hat off to him. He tried hard.
Yeah.
But you just keep one step in front
Well,
of the other.
there's a difference between a guy like that and a guy that's Barney and them told me a guy that was like 30s.
Yeah.
Fit, shaped, and just didn't want to
I take that back. We had 100 in Wyoming, and he had nothing. Like, he just gave up. We were so close to reaching this one point. And
paid all that money.
Yeah, paid all that money, and we got so close to this one point, and then he just quit. He sat there and looked at it, and he was like, I ain't doing it. He goes, I'm done. So I've seen it. It's just...
So I'm saying that he's coming on to talk about the mind, just, and placebo effect and all that stuff. I think it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we powerlift. I powerlift. Talon's powerlifted. Michael's powerlifted. Thomas. We all do. We don't really talk about it. But what was your numbers? What's your numbers? Yeah. What's your numbers for your bench, squat, and deadlift, or squat, bench, and deadlift?
I just did a 340 bench. This is all back in
I was there
April.
for that.
340 bench. I shallow depth squatted 470 or something. I think it was 470.
Okay, I thought it was like 500.
I did 500 at the meet last year.
Oh, yeah.
But that was with knee sleeves. And I don't think I really hit as much depth as I should have hit on that one either. But I wanted to do it without knee sleeves or without knee wraps. And I did 470, but it was still not as deep as I wanted it to go. And then it was either 530 or 540 deadlift.
Yeah.
So
some weight, son.
Yeah. I felt really good. And I walked away with no, but that was all 3 separate days. That wasn't all one day.
Yeah.
So we spread it out.
Yeah. That was cool. It's cool. It's a rush.
Yeah.
Talon's really strong. Talon, he's really strong for his age and his size, honestly. He has a really strong bench.
What's the most?
Oh, yeah, you've been out of the game for a while.
I've been out for a while, just busy. But I'll get back into it.
These young guys can bring it back pretty quick, though.
I know, dude.
And
what's annoying? They can train 50% of the time and still do insanely good.
Yeah. It's just the level of their hormones and what have you.
Yeah.
It's the 20s, the 20-year-old. That's just...
School's over.
That's where you can build muscle.
I'm starting back.
Build strength.
Yeah.
I thought all the gyms are closed down.
The one's open.
You coming back to TNT Barbell or what?
I'm planning on it. If it all
Are you
works
sure
out.
that's open, dude? Because I heard everything's closed.
It might have closed back down. The gym I was going to was open, but they could have closed down recently. It was open just a couple weeks ago, but we'll see.
I think it did.
Yeah.
I think he made that new thing, a week ago or 10 days ago?
I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't know. I talked to a guy that goes to the gyms, and he said every gym is shut down again. That'd be cool if it was open, though.
Yeah.
But what'd you do? You did on the bench? What'd you do?
last time I did a meet, I benched, it was 265, and then deadlifted 345, and then I don't remember what I squatted. It was like 335
or something
like that. Yeah. But
all I know is I care about is I did my 315. I'm not happy with that now. I'm like, I want to do better. I'm just glad I got it. That took me a long time to get 315 on the bench. I'm just not naturally strong at.
Yeah.
But I did 500 on the deadlift, and I did 450 on the squat. But anyways, we just, I don't know if I told you, but I did 300 on the bench the other day.
Yeah.
But that felt as good as 315 because I was so weak. We weren't consistent. So I was just happy that I got that. Tom's actually was shocked. He's like, I can't actually believe you got that. I was like, I'm glad, dude, I did, because I was not prepared. Wasn't ready. Just wasn't feeling. Tom did 525 on the deadlift.
I know you can get it on your
did
off.
Did a 10 pound.
You know you can do it on your off day. You know you can do it on your off day then.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty
And you
good.
know what it is? Once you get a certain number, it's a mental thing knowing you can get it again.
Yeah.
Even though
it's a lot of it is mental.
It's crazy.
Even like just you're pushing yourself like you're talking about Josh Bryant talking about just like, you know, pushing yourself running
hunting or running or climbing a mountain. Yeah.
It's a lot of it is mental. You just push your mind through it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, you know, when you're working out, you don't want to do that next set just yet. You want to hold off for another 5 minutes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like get up and get going.
Yeah.
Just do it. And your body can actually push. You can push your body a lot harder than you think you can.
Well, that's what I mean.
Especially if you're doing like squats or something.
Exactly.
Your legs, my legs are tired, whatever, and you can hammer out 5 more reps, and your mind doesn't want to do it.
They say usually when you think you've reached your point, you can go 7 times.
Is that what it is?
I think it's 7 times what your mind thinks you can do.
I believe that actually. Yeah. I really do.
Oh yeah.
I mean, obviously I couldn't do 7 times the weight, but like climbing a mountain or something.
Yep. Anything.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
That'll be a cool podcast with Josh Bryant.
Yeah, it will be a good one. So, well, guys, thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Do us a favor. Actually, we're going to do a giveaway. I told you guys that we were going to do a giveaway at 100 ratings. So, like on iTunes, if you listen on iTunes. But I think we're like at 134. So, I'm going to do that. I got some gear that I want to give away. If you guys are listening to this right now, so this is what we're going to do. I wasn't going to do it on this podcast, but I might as well. Take a screenshot if you listen on iTunes or if you don't, but if you want to be put in for the giveaway, I'm going to do a giveaway to 5 people. So I'll just do random. The first 5 emails I get. So the MVM show. Actually, I better give you the right email before we do this.
People are about to get spammed.
Man, nobody said anything. What's this MVM? So the email is, how do I not even know my own email to tell them? I just want to make sure I give you guys the right one. Not mess that up, but. So the MVM Show Podcast, I was right. The MVM Show Podcast at gmail.com. So what you have to do is go into iTunes, even if you listen on Stitcher or if you listen on anything else, go into your podcast on your iPhone or whatever else, go into iTunes and go all the way to the bottom when you're on our podcast and you're looking at all the episodes, go all the way to the bottom and you'll see where it says ratings and reviews. Tap to rate it, and you don't have to do 5 stars. You can do 1 star, 2 stars, 3, 4, 5. Rate it and write a review and screenshot that and email it to the MVMshowpodcast at gmail.com and say, hey, I want to be entered in, but I want to see a screenshot of that in your email. And then we'll do it. The first 5 that send that email in, I will send you I'll email you back and I'll send you a t-shirt, one of the Pintail hoodie. Now, one of the Pintail shirts. But let me preface that by saying I only have certain sizes. So I think I got XL and 2XL on the short sleeves. So if you guys want to put in that for a screenshot, a rating and review, say something in the reviews, rate it, email me. We'll get you something sent out in the mail. All right, guys, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.